Good evening, one and all. Myself, Dr. Naveen. Today we have another very eminent speaker, Dr. Sohail, who obtained his PhD from Civil Engineering Department, Aligarh Muslim University, in the area of wastewater treatment technologies. His research interest and publication are in the area of water, wastewater, solid waste, and air pollution. He has more than 100 research papers published in reputed national and international journals. He has guided more than 50 MTech students and 6 PhD students and several PhD scholars. He has organized several workshops, seminar and symposium. He is the life member of Institution of Engineering, Institution of Public Health Engineering and Institute of Standard Engineers. He is the recipient of ISTE UP Government National Award in 2001 for outstanding work done in the field of engineering and technology and Best Teacher Award in 2002. He has delivered advanced technical lectures at the invitation of various departments and industries. He has acquired vast experience by visiting to several leading industries and institutions. He has contributed immensely to the industry institute interaction through student visit and as well as training at the institute. He is supervising various national and state research projects as a principal investigator on air quality monitoring at Aligarh and Athras. With this introduction, now I request Professor Sohail to deliver a talk on waste to wealth, path to sustainable, secure future. Sir, it's over to you now.
Okay. Good afternoon. You are hearing me? Dear
Yes,
participants,
sir.
here you are hearing me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Professor. Yes,
Yes, sir,
Professor.
you are.
Okay. So let's start. As you know, this is a topic, very emerging topic, and most of the time, the people in India is discussing about the solid waste management, and a lot of work has been already been done on the solid waste management, and still many works are going on the solid waste management. But now the trend has been changed, and we want to get something from the waste. Just like the topic itself explained that waste to wealth. So the reason behind that we have not succeeded till now in the technologies which are already in the other countries, and they have no any problem of solid waste, and only the few countries, including in India, which we considered as a developing countries, has a lot of problem regarding the waste. But actually, this is not a problem in other country. This is a very good business nowadays, and everybody is interested to go to this industry, and they want to earn the money from this resources, and everybody is interested. Many parties in India, in out of India, they are interested to collect the waste from the houses itself. No, no municipality is there. No any private, no any other agencies are involved. So many agencies which are getting benefiting, or industries which are working under the solid waste, they have very good management system. They are collecting all the waste, and they have no any problem. But the reason behind that, why we are lacking in this technology, why the Indian companies are not success doing this business. Uh, Anyhow, there is no many industries are trying to do this thing. Just like two case studies has been I have seen myself in Aligarh and Agra, where is a very good industries have come up, and they have make a very good plan. Maybe those people who are living and joining Agra, there is a very big area called the Tedi Bagia, and in Tedi Bagia, there is a huge amount of solid waste. Or you can say, just like around 4 and 5 meter high solid waste dumping sites are there. And just like also in Aligarh, we have seen a very big dumping site is there. And the industry has come up and they have talked about to collect all these things, but they have not succeeded. So there is always a question in our mind why there is a problem in India, why these industries are not success after 2 year or 3 year they return back and packed everything and go back and they do not continue the work. So, from the audience, can anybody tell me what is the basic problems associated in India? Why this type of industries are not success till now? Anybody has any idea about this one from the audience? Have anybody any idea about this thing? You are hearing me?
Awareness of yes, can you
Uh,
hear me? This is Dr. Abhijit
yes, yes,
Banerjee.
yes. Tell me. What is the basic problem? Why
Yeah,
these industries are not successful?
awareness about recycling to get wealth from waste.
Yes. Why these industries we come up with very much promise and but could not succeed till date. What is the problem with our waste? Do you have anybody can give any idea? Have any idea like this one?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
I think there is less initiatives have been taken till now. Initiative have to be taken from the ground level also, no,
Mm,
from the level of the industry, the
mm,
employees, from
mm.
every level. So that kind of initiative, I think, have not been taken till now. That is one of the major reasons.
Another?
Uh, the push from the government is also necessary. Government
Mm,
should come up, the government or local bodies should come up some with some guidelines or some
mm.
mandates that the industry should follow. I think there is some miscommunication or some gap in the communication between the two bodies, that is the industry and the government. That can be another reason.
I am giving the reason. I have seen two industries. They have come up with very promising outcomes, and later on, after 2 years, 3 years, they could not succeed. Do you know what I have seen? I am telling you that the problem they are facing, they have efficiently collected the solid waste, but later on after 1 year or sometime they are not able to get the solid waste from the municipalities. Number one, they are not able to get the waste from the municipalities. They have completed, they have very good treatment plant. They have built the landfill adjoining the treatment plant, and they have the very big compost plant, uh, and as well as they have very good plant for the inorganic part. But at the later stage, the politics is always high in our country, and due to the corruption level, the people from the municipalities they become the hu- they become the what you can say they are not giving the permission or the giving the you can good hand so that the solid waste can reach to the industries, and consequently they need the amount they just like in Agra what I have seen, they need the money monthly. Municipalities need the money from the debt industries that they have to provide at least this amount so we can succeed or we can give you the permission and we can give the permission to run all these industries because mostly these industries are from out of other states. Generally, I have seen that industry from the Gujarat in Agra. also in Aligarh, both from the Gujarat, and they have no any local people. And the whatsoever the engineers and the company, they have engineer from the other engineer and other staff from the other states. So I have watched that for this industries for the 3 years, but ultimately they have to close down and they have to abandon because of the politics and interference of the local people in that areas. So that is one of the reason. Another reason is that the kind of the solid waste available in our area is not in such a good condition that are available in other countries. Just like an example in our house. Supposing it, I am just imagining that in my house, what I do or what my parents have done in the past, that they have collected the good things at the house because the house 10 years back it was very big house. They usually keep the newspaper, they usually keep the old books, and later on they sell on a month or after 6 months or 5 months. They used to keep the big cartoons. They used to keep the glasses. They used to keep the many important things which are which are nowadays uh, people have not a good big house. They have to throw out in the dustbin. But before it was very difficult. So nowadays it is the mentality of the Indian people to keep the good thing from the solid waste. So consequently, what I am throwing, you just feel from your heart what I am throwing. Most of the clothes we give to the pure people. Most of the food we give to the animals. And first of all, we used to give the poor people, then in the animal. We used to give the organic part to the animal. We used to give the newspaper to the hawkers. We used to give the many important metals, glass, and other things to the hawkers. But the same thing is not happening in other countries. So, what's the basic component or the most important component of the solid waste we used to keep ourselves? And after that, third point is that the rag pickers available in every place in India. So what they are collecting, they coming in the early morning. They used to collect the whatsoever we have thrown in the dustbin or in the roadside or the open dumping sites. They used to collect the plastic, the clothes, and the metals and other thing whatsoever the other things are available. And after this one, the whatsoever the available now is has to go to the municipality. You can see most of the important parts of the solid waste compost has already been segregated and already been supplied by the other agencies. And now the municipality has no any option to collect the waste which has no any commercial value. That is the reasons behind that in India we seen the problem of solid waste, and nobody is taking our solid waste for the collection or transportation. Even because the government department cannot afford so much that they clean and everything and to take your solid waste up to the mark, and then they put on the segregation and processing and treatment, and then they make the wealth from that one. So they have no such resources, and the private companies is still there. They are trying to get in India, but lastly they are unsuccessful. But I am not telling this thing in a large scale, in a, just like in a metropolitan cities. They are free there. They are doing their the best business. But in the local area, just like in Aligarh, just like in Agra, I have been the example. This is the local areas, and especially in UP, it is very difficult because a lot of interference is there. So this is the reason behind that our wealth, our solid waste is not so much, and that's why still we are finding the ways to get the wealth from the solid waste. So that is the problem. So now we start from the our main topic, waste to wealth. So you understand what is the problem behind this one?
Yes, sir.
So that is the things why nobody is interested in our solid waste. So today topics we have introduction, key concept and ways to wealth, innovative innovative approaches, emerging technologies, challenges, and the last the conclusion. As you can see, there are data and data sometimes mostly not the current data, and but you can understand the projection how much the India is getting the amount of waste generation. So you can see here the amount of waste generation from projected to 2050 year is around is very high. It is a three lines. One is the estimate, is another is the projected, and also the next is the projected one. So you can see we are moving very fastly in generation of solid waste, and you can see the composition of waste in South Asia. That is mostly having the food and green, and very less the glass, metals, paper, plastic, and woods, and mostly is the green and food. That is very important in South Asia, and that is give a very good wealth or commercial values when we have the good food and green. So another data which says that around 998 million tons of agricultural waste worldwide is produced worldwide. In India, around 350 metric ton of agriculture waste we are producing. So what can be called the waste? Waste or waste are unwanted or unusable materials. Waste is any substance which is discarded after primary use or it's worthless, effective, and of no use. So you can see here the solid waste, the figure of the solid waste and liquid waste. So we are not going to touch with the liquid waste. We are remain on the solid waste. And everywhere in India, you can see just like a position. And we are talking about the landfills. But in India, there is only few engineer landfills are available. Practicing engineer landfills, and most of them is a dumping site. What we have done, we just dumping outskirts of the city daily basis, and after it many years it becomes a huge, just like a cloud of waste. Just like and I have given an example in Teri Bagia in Agra. Nowadays it's become the picnic spots. What they have done, what the government has done, it is very funny. Over the solid waste that the government say we have no money, and the NGO say no, we cannot contribute for doing these things. We have not a huge amount. So what the government do? At the end, government has put the grass and picnic spot on the 4.5 meter high solid waste dumping site. Is it right or wrong? You can see Taj Mahal from the Teri Bagya nowadays. Is it right or wrong? Audience, it is right or wrong?
Not be capping with the proper line is
They have done proper lining. They have done a collection of leachate. They have done the collection of gases. But is it the right way or wrong way?
for unsegregated or hazardous waste, it's fine to have a plan.
You know what will happen when the rain will be there, when the water will be there, the leaching. They have no any leaching connection. They all the waste when the water they when leaching water or leach water after some time will penetrate into the groundwater, and all the groundwater adjoining this landfill or not a landfill dumping site has been contaminated. I have done a lot of work adjoining this one. We have conducted survey by our student, and they have got the water sample of hand pump and the submersibles of adjoining the dumping site. So they contain all type of metals, and everything is above range. Nothing is normal, because what is happening, this dumping site is 10 or 20, 25 years old, and naturally when the decomposition take place, the liquid will be there and gases will be there. So the liquid will penetrate into the groundwater and they will contaminate the groundwater ultimately at the day. So the same thing has happened when we check this thing. Already the groundwater has been contaminated. Next is according to their effect on human, the waste may be hazardous, it may be non-hazardous, and we are not, and it may be organic waste that is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So we are not talking here the hazardous waste. Still, in the municipal, there is so many things which is hazardous. Just like an example of syringe we are using in our houses, that is hazardous. We generally check the blood sample and we throw in the dustbin. That is very dangerous. Tablets, medicine. So we generally, when the medicine has been expired, we throw in the dustbin. Nobody is going to give the to the shop or any place, dedicated place. So we should be also be away from this type of hazardous waste. But anyhow, we are not going to discuss this type. So the thing is that the the best waste is the organic waste or biodegradable waste, which is very important for us and which is value containing a value for us, commercial value for us. So here is another data. The organic waste grew up 40% to 64% in 2025, and plastic will raise from 4 to 6%. Metal will escalate from 1 to 4%. Glass will increase from 2 to 3%, and paper will increase from 5 to 15%. Still is very less paper. So here you can see waste disposal in South Asia. 75% is the open dumping you can see over here. Only landfill, unspecified landfill, that is only 4%. Very, very less. That's why I was talking in the beginning that only few landfills are working in India. That is the engineer landfills, and rest most of them is open dumping. And open dumping is very dangerous for the pollution. Either air pollution or the solid waste pollution, or it is a liquid pollution. Both, all of them, they create the pollution. We are doing on the recycling is only 5%. Composting is 16%. So next is highlight the transformative potential of converting waste material into valuable resources to foster the sustainability. It is a concept emphasizing the transformation of waste into valuable resources, aligning with the principle of sustainability and circular economy. It is an idea that involves reusing or recycling waste material to create valuable product or energy sources. It can help to reduce the environmental burden, cost of waste disposal, and insecurity of resource supply. Last line is very important. It can help reduce the environmental burden, cost of waste disposal, and insecurity of resource supply. I am talking, being a civil engineer, I am talking an example of uh, just like Twin Tower in the Noida has been blasted due to the non-compliance of rules by and Supreme Court has turned down their request. Or just like in any metropolitan city or a big city, nowadays what is happening that most of the old houses or the houses where the people are not living, they has been converted into the flats. That is very, very much fashion nowadays in NCR. I'm living in NCR, and that is very, very big fashion nowadays. Every house is small or bigger, which has some land, they are converted into the flats culture. And the house, original house has been demolished. So you can see the rate of demolition of the houses is very fast, either in a normal area or in the metropolitan cities. And it is a very big industry nowadays in India for doing this type of business, and it gives us very handsome money and very good contractors and engineers are available, which are managing very good money from the waste. Have you seen most of the you have seen all over this thing that the demolition waste. And nowadays another thing is insecurity of resource supply. There is one thing the government of UP has banned. I am asking because I am living here, and that's why I am saying about the this area problem. Here the fine sand you could not take. It is a ban on the fine sand. It is a ban on the coarse sand. It is a ban on the aggregate, but it still is available, and it is available frequently, freely available in the market. But you can see the quality of the original fine sand, original coarse sand, original aggregate has been changed. Do you mark this thing in your analysis? The type of v- building materials nowadays has been changed very fastly, drastically, because non-availability, or you can say the the civil engineering is going to change very rapidly with the market. And now that you can say the type of bricks, traditionally we are using the bricks, red bricks. Nowadays, many type of recycled bricks are available. Recycled material bricks are available. Recycled material is available. Recycled fine sand is available. Recycled coarse sand is available nowadays. And in the crushing, they are the new material. And that's why in the civil engineering, a vast change has been taken place. Everything in the construction industry, everything in the daily is you get in the news that we have changed over this one, we have changed this one, we have changed this one. Because the raw material, the main material, or you can say the original material now is not available. If that is available, the government is not giving the permission to take off from the river. Do not take fine sand from the river. Do not take the coarse sand from the river. You cannot take, you cannot crush the every uh, rock. So the thing has been changed now, and we are working accordingly. And if the people of civil engineering, mostly civil engineering people, and the material engineering people, they have to come out and they can see how drastic change are now. Whatsoever the materials available is a different type of material. Whatsoever you have seen in the 10 years back is not available. Such type of material is not now available. And we have to work done very fastly. We have to analyze that is will be good for the long term or bad term or long term or short term. The people is working on this one. Next is the Waste to Wealth Mission is a scientific initiative by the Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council to convert waste into valuable resources. The some key concepts are that include circular economy, The Waste to Wealth mission promotes a circular economy by recycling, taking back, disposing of waste at the end of its useful life. Waste to energy. Waste to energy, that is a key component of the waste to wealth. WTE technologies convert non-recyclable waste into usable energy, forms like heat, fuels, and electricity. I'm just asking from my participant if you feel that I am speaking hard, we can come down and try to give you the basic things. If they feel that I am on the higher side, do you feel like this one, dear participant? If you feel anything, if you are not able to understand, we come down and we will
It's,
try to give you the basic things.
it's okay, sir.
No, sir, everything is fine, sir. Everything is fine.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
it's fine.
okay. So here the circular model, so the circular economy model, very easy. And another way you can also can see in another figure how waste to energy works. This is a basic thing. Waste go to the plant and then in the industries. Then from industries we are getting the energy, and from the energy in energy form we are getting the electricity. We are getting the gas, fuel, and other things. This is waste created in industry. Uh, Another example, resource recovery, residual waste, energy from the waste facilities. We are getting the heat and energy, and from energy we get the electricity. Waste management, a well-designed waste management plan can transform waste into raw materials, reduce the need of new ones, and create jobs. Greenhouse gases. A proper waste management system can significantly reduce greenhouse gases emissions related to the waste. That is a very big nowadays challenges all over the world to reduce the greenhouse gases. And regularly every year, the climatic change and the greenhouse gas emission talk take place, and the countries try to uh, get out of get try to get reduce the greenhouse gases, but still work is going on. Preserving resources, recovering metals can reduce the need for mining, and recovering paper can help preserve forest. This is how we can segregate the paper, glass, organic metal, and waste. Few days back, I was in a talk, and I asked the audience how many pupils are segregating the liquid waste or a liquid waste with the solid waste, or we can say the what you can say in the house, normal organic waste in inorganic waste in the house. Only one person says, I am doing myself in my house. It is very less. We need more awareness on this one. So, example of linear economy, recycling economy, and circular economy. We have just shown you back, and here you can understand very easily. The linear economy, what we take and we use it, and then we throw it into the dustbin. That is linear economy. Recycling economy, we take it, make it, use it, and then recycle it. And whatsoever the remaining goes to the waste. That called the recycling economic. Circular economy, we take it, make it, use it, then reuse it, and then repair, and then recycle it. And after recycling, if it is repaired, then reuse. It's called the zero waste, and that's called the circular economy. This is the emissions. This is the gases. Now this is the natural resources. Now, the problem statement. Just we have discussed before starting this one. You can see the 2 billion tons of waste generated globally every year, which 500 million tons of construction waste generated annually. 50% of waste ends up in the landfill. That's not a actual engineering landfill. It is a dumping waste, dumping landfill. We cannot say a proper landfill, but in India, we call it as an open dumping landfill. Waste management cost economics billion of dollars, and we are spending a lot of money for the waste management. But still, we are on the road, at least in our area. I cannot say about your area, but most of the time we see the problem with the municipalities or local authorities that they say that we have no money, we have no facilities, we have no fund, and we have no always anything they can say, but they will not try to do. Next is the environmental and health impact of waste management. That is a very big another topic on the environmental health and impacts. Now, you can see the opportunities in the waste management. Waste can be converted into the energy, fuels, and chemicals. Waste can be recycled into valuable materials, just like I have given the example. Concrete waste can be recycled into aggregate for new construction project, and that is happening. At least in NCR, Delhi, and adjoining areas in Haryana and UP, we are getting the recycled aggregate. Recycling concrete waste can be reduce the need for the virgin material because now the government is totally banned the virgin materials and we have to use the recycling concrete. And on the same side, we are demolishing a lot of houses and buildings, and that is being recycled and reused, and we are getting material from that one also. Concrete waste can be used as a waste material for roads and highways, just like thermal thermal power plants. You can see there is a one example, just like cement. Before the cement, before 5 years or 6 years back or 10 years back, every cement is a OPC, ordinary Portland cement. Now the cement is available as a PPC. In PPC, the government has said that you have to add the fly ash. You have to add the fly ash up to some extent so that the fly ash can be used as a material and that as this material also used in highways and roadways. So other now before 10 years back, what is happening? A huge amount of fly ash are existing in nearby the thermal power plant, and nobody is using that one. But nowadays, everybody is purchasing that one. Everyone is purchasing that one, and you have to, if you want nowadays, you have to purchase that one. At that time, the people was not taking it free, but nowadays they have to purchase for that one because even in our area, the earth, mitti जिसे बोलते हैं हम, it is not available. We cannot take the earth, normal earth, from the villages for the construction of our houses or the filling area in our area. That is totally banned. What the people are doing? They have to purchase the fly ash and they have to mix the chemical so that they can give the best result. So they do not disintegrate. They should become the hardened material. And over that one, we can build the houses. That is a very big problem in NCR. Normal earth is not available in our area. Next is the waste to wealth initiative can create jobs and stimulate local economies. And many youngers, just like my student, many my student, I am usually teaching environmental subjects, and many my students they have gone for the creating their own business. Just an example, last 2 years, my two students has opened up a uh, has opened up a uh, uh, just to curtail down the air pollution, the laboratory, and they have what? Anybody want to ask any question? You have any? You have want to ask any question? You can ask the question in between the talking. If anybody want to ask the question, they can ask me the question. It will be very good for me if you ask me the question. Audience, from audience, you are
Yeah,
free
yes,
to
sir.
ask.
Yes.
You are free to ask any question at any time. Okay.
Sure, sir.
When you have any problem or any misunderstanding, you can just ask me to give the answer. We'll give you your answer. So, so this is nowadays many people are going to their own jobs in the uh, environmental engineering and reduce greenhouse gas emission and mitigates the climate change. That is a very another big topic regarding the climate change. And you have seen nowadays what is happening, especially in region in Delhi. The December has come up and no cooling is there, no sun, winter is there. Only at this moment, at least 4 5 degree temperature should be there. I think just now the temperature is around maybe 18 or 18 or 20. So really, it is very big problem in the coming days. Still, we have not get the winter season in Delhi or joining the Delhi. Innovative technologies for the waste to wealth and anaerobic digestion for the biogas production. It is a few one, important one. Otherwise, there is so many technologies are there. I have just related to my subject. I have put up here. Gasification for the gas production, pyrolysis for the biooil production, recycling technologies for the materials recovery. So many things are there. There is some examples we have taken from the person working on these things. This is a bio here a developer division of agricultural engineering. They have developed the biochar from the agricultural waste. This is a very good thing. You can see I will just put some example, 4 5 example of people doing in India. Biochar are produced from the agricultural waste and wheat by using pyrolysis method. Agriculture biomass can be converted into biochar within 2 hours. Improve the soil fertility and crop yield. Increase fertilizer use efficiency. Improve water retention, aeration, and soil. Higher cations exchange capacity and less nutrition turnoff. Application of biochar improved the soil. So it is a very innovative things the people have done from the agricultural waste. So another person that is from the Kolkata, Chattopadhyay, and they have made the handmade paper from the juiced waste. Handmade paper from the jute waste fiber made from the jute residue of thrown away jute waste. Most of the properties are same as normal handmade paper, but have diversified uses of it, such as in files, folders, greeting cards, shopping bags, etc. They can conserve resources and generate less pollution. Producing handmade paper uses much less total energy than producing virgin paper. So see, this is the example the pupils are doing in our country. This is another person in the column. Soilless planting media using sugar industry residue. So this is nowadays a very good industry. And nowadays, if you want to purchase some soil for your plantation, you will not be able to get the actual soil. But like this, industries are available in India. They are selling, and where you can plant, you can do very good plantation in your area. The future, the press mud, a residual product in sugar industry that is available abundantly at the rate of 2% of the cane crushed, better moisture retention and less frequent irrigation requirement, better root anchorage and reduced plant lodging, enhanced nutrient value, and no need of vessel manure. Those can be reused for more than three plantings. Commercial scale planting media production from press mud is a promising enterprise for youngsters while ensuring a nutritionally rich planting solution to urban farmers. Foliar spray from the fish waste. It is Zeniothine and Bansipilai from Kochi. Foliar spray is a fish waste derived liquid product that contains peptides and amino acids. Stable product under room temperature can be directly applied after dilution on a wide variety of plants. Can be fortified with a deficient component if required. Enhance the productivity of the plants immediately and process pest repellent properties. High demand for the product and is gainful employment with high return of margin. So this is just like in a small business, even the government of India can help the people to come over up. And just like nowadays, the government is giving a lot of amount for doing such type of business. And our Prime Minister has already gained from this type of technology. And eco-friendly and sustainable wastewater treatment for safe reuse in agriculture. That is developer is Ravinder Kaur, Water Technology Center, New Delhi. The technology has zero energy, zero chemical, and zero skilled manpower demand, and it takes care of multi-pollutant and pathogen loads along with salt. Compared to conventional wastewater treatment technologies, it requires about 80 to 85% lower capital expenditure. You can see over here. Here you are giving down, or your technology is much better than the original one, and here you are getting 80 to 85% lower cost. The technology is at least 100 times more sustainable and causes at least 30 times lesser environmental stresses. This technology has a capacity to add a good value to land, metal, and pathogen free reuse in agriculture, aquaculture, and agriculture. So, this type of examples should encourage us, and yeah, especially the young people, because nowadays the government jobs is in comparison to previous is very less, and we have to go, and government wanted to people to go in such type of business, and really many people are getting very handsome money from the this type of work, from the waste to wealth. And nowadays this this world is really giving us the wealth. It is not in a research ideas. It is not a research idea. It has become a example, and we are getting, and the people of India are getting benefited from this one, and we are moving sustainable towards this one. And we should encourage the youngsters to come over and do such like of businesses from the waste. Even many people, many examples are there. Sometimes we have seen that people are getting such things, crores of rupees from the waste, and some people are manufacturing this one. Even nowadays, the urine of human being is being used for the many purposes. Even you can even just like in Kanpur, IIT Kanpur, the professors are working to reuse that water for the washing of toilets, for the flushing of toilets uh, after cleaning the after the treatment. So just a minute. Sorry for interruption. So another example, biomass-based electricity generation. So many people are working over here, and the generation of electricity is very important nowadays. And in many areas of the country, people are generating the electricity from the solid waste. And even in many municipalities, they are using their electricity from the waste generation. That is a very good example nowadays, even in India. The successful studies from waste to wealth is from Sweden, where waste to energy program is going on. In India, waste to biomass, biogas initiative is going on. Japan advanced recycling technologies. Brazil waste to ethanol program. Even in India, we are using the ethanol program and we are mixing ethanol in the petrol. And in the Sweden construction waste recycling program, Australia building waste management initiatives, India construction waste recycling program. These are the some important programs which has been completed and going on around the country, around the world. Next is the challenges and limitations. There is always a challenges and limitation, especially in our country, because a vast country and a vast political system in India, and even the weather condition of India, because just like in our area, we have seen in every year we have seen a very high temperature, very low temperature, and very high rain, and sometimes no rain. Every 3 months, every after 2 months or 3 months, we face the changes in the weather condition in our area. So it is very difficult in such situation to do uh, same work all over the country on the working on the same field. It is a difficult because we have go from minus sometime -1 temperature to 52 temperature. Just like last year, we have seen -1 temperature to 52 temperature. So really it is difficult. So limitations, challenges area. the high upfront cost of infrastructure development, technical challenges in waste processing and conversion, regulatory and policy frameworks may not be support waste to wealth initiative. Uh, just like an example, in our country, when the political uh, political system changes, or from one political party to another party changes, they generally change the uh, rules and regulations frequently, and many technical projects, especially related to our environment, has been cut off, or sometime government will not process, or sometime cut down the money, or sometime close the projects. That is another a problem. And sometime they have no money to run this one, and our industry is still now in India is not supporting such type of projects. But anyhow, government is initiating, and government is trying their best that student or the teachers or the professors of the university should interact from the industry, and they should come up, and the industry should come up their problem with the institutes, and they should fund the projects, but that is still on the paperwork and not on the field side. But anyhow, in other countries, that is opposite. Government never give the money, and all the money, whatsoever the money, have any professor have the money or the project, that is sponsored from the industries, and government give the initiative to the industries that they support the project. So maybe in future, in the coming days, our country will also, our country industry will understand the problem, and they will try their best to come up to the professors of the universities and technical institutes, so that they can uh, professors can help their research work and come up with the uh, problems or the challenges they are facing in the industries. Next is the public acceptance and education may be limited. Public acceptance in our country, the best example is that when there is a dustbin is there in your area, nobody is going to throw the waste into the dustbin, but around the dustbin. It is a very common problem, especially in the northern region. When I ask the people why you are not throwing the waste into the dustbin, say it is very difficult to go to the near the dustbin. The animals are there, and smell is there, and water logging is there. So why should go near the dustbin? So the answer is sometime is good, sometime is not good. But the thing is right. What we have seen, I am telling you rightly, that at least in our area, now I'm not blaming all over the country. I am blaming at least in my area. Most of the time, I have seen that the dustbin is there, and nobody is throwing in the dustbin, and everybody is throwing around the dustbin. Next figure is just reduce landfill waste and conserve resources with innovative approaches like zero waste strategies, resource recovery facilities, composting, and repurposing. Continuation. The Waste to Wealth mission can create new business models and employment opportunities, encouraging mindful consumption. The Waste to Wealth mission can encourage people to use resource mindfully instead of mindlessly consuming them. Biogas waste to energy we can get the biogas production from the energy by anaerobic digestion of organic waste to produce methane, which can be useful as a fuel. Even you can see in our treatment plant, most of them you have seen the treatment plant sites. Only few treatment plant is converting or using the methane from the anaerobic digestion. Rest of them is they are giving the permission to flare on the sky or in the environment because most of the time they say that we have no technology or sometimes say that we have no money to reuse this one. But we have to use this energy and that can be used in the generating the electricity. Another is the pyrolysis and the gasification, converting plastic or organic waste into gas, bio oil, and char, incineration with energy recovery, combustion of waste to generate electricity while minimizing emissions. Plastic waste conversion, recycling plastic into building materials such as bricks of tiles. Yes, we have talked you in the beginning that nowadays we have a very good bricks. We can use the bricks or tiles from the recyclable material. And I have seen also a very good park in the Delhi at the ITO, and that's name is Seven Wonders. Any means that the statue of that buildings are available in that park with 100% recycled material or unused material. They have developed that park by using unused material or the from the waste material by making wonders of the world. And now the bricks are available, tiles are available, and even the materials are available from the waste. Good sheets. Now the this is a this is a bricks. Another tiles, inner material of the wall. That's called the panels. That is panels made of waste materials are nowadays available everywhere, and you can use that panels. But I cannot say what will be the effect after using in your house. It may leach out, it may decompose, or it may create uh, volatile organic compounds problem into your area. It is a part of the research we have to do while using before using this one.
So, Pranam, sir.
Yes, yes,
Can you hear me, sir?
yes,
So, regarding this plastic waste, sir, in olden days we used ink pens and we will refill inks and use a pen for months and years, sir. But
yes,
now, students and most of the people are using pens made of plastics that is use and throw model only.
yes, 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 yes,
And
yes, yes,
also not that cartridge pens we are using and always we are replacing that cartridges. And what are the
yes, yes.
initiatives to be taken for this, sir? Because all over India, most of the students and most of the staff are using that pen only. And what are the initiatives to be taken for that, sir? Please.
When I have seen that in my life, I have seen just 6 months back when my son has brought a pen. And when I told him to purchase also the ink, he said, "No, Papa, no, no, there is no need for the purchase of ink. Nowadays, that is a refill cartridge is available." I say, "How?" He says once, Papa, we use and we throw it, and we can use another other one. There is no problem nowadays. No problem of just like you have used 20 years back when your clothes and your hand has become dirty from the ink. Nowadays, my son says, no, no, Papa, nothing is there. So that is really is a not good thing. We have to overcome this one, but we have to try ourselves, our children, that we have to use the old things. That is what we have used in the previous years, back 20 years back, that only sometime only hands. Other tools can be used nowadays. Now, another techniques can be used so that our clothes or our hand could not become dirty. But using such things now, every ball pen, every ball pen is 5 rupees ball pen, 10 rupees ball pen. The pupils never use the refill. They just purchase and throw on the road. Once it has become they stop. You throw in the market, hero in the roadside. So now the industries, many industries, such type of industries or Chinese industries or even Indian industries, they are making this one, and we have to overcome this one because this is a not good thing. We are creating more solid waste into our environment, to our earth, and that is a not good thing. We have to think over this one. Next
Thank you,
is
sir.
the textile recycling, converting discarded fabrics into fibers for new clothing or insulation. The pupils are doing this one. Bio-based, you know, many words, many things, and most of the time now in the recent days, the work has done on the plastic. Many new technologies are there. Many new versions are here. So here we are not talking about the plastic waste, just in a component of this one. So I am not going thoroughly on the plastic waste. Okay. Next is a bio-based innovation, composting and soil amendment, organic waste transferred into the nutrient-rich compost or biochar, bioplastics using agriculture for food waste to produce biodegradable plastics. Just like another example, before 2 days back, we are using the plastic materials for the carrying of food waste, but due to the government initiative, this all has been uh, discarded, and nowadays new bioplastics are coming out, and the people are using that one. Algae-based system converting CO2 emission or wastewater into the biofuels or high-value compounds. E-waste solutions, precise metal recovery, extracting gold, silver, and palladium from the discarded electronics. Have you heard that such type of material, gold, silver, and palladium, in the electronic waste? It is very costly. Gold, silver, palladium is very costly, and tungsten is very costly. You know, nowadays the people are not taking the car, or the thief are not taking the car, they are taking the catalytic converter with them. Do you hear this thing? And many times the people are not interested to take the car. They are interested to take only the catalytic converter. That is converter is the exhaust pipe. Exhaust pipe contains the catalytic converter. And in catalytic converter, there is a silver, palladium, tungsten, and many metals are there for the for the conversion of uh, toxic gases into the non-toxic gases. That is called catalyst. So that catalyst can be removed from very high costly elements, and that is used in the uh, exhaust pipe. And that's why nobody is interested to take off car. They are taking out the good thing from the car. Repurposing component, reusing of functional component of electronics to build new devices, 3D printing material, recycling e-waste plastic into the filaments for the 3D printers, up recycling, transforming waste like glass bottle or tires into a decorative or functional items, furniture from the pallets, using discarded wood to create furniture or art installation. I am teaching myself environmental engineering for the last many years. But one of the best treatment plant ever I have seen in India is the Goa treatment plant, waste treatment plant. That is very, very wonderful, and that is 100% working, and they are getting 100% energy, composting, money from the composting, money from energy and money from the uh, RDF, refractive bricks, and so many end products they are getting from the solid waste. One of the wonderful, if anybody interested, they can go when they are interested, when they are visiting to Goa, they must see the solid waste, how to getting the money from the waste. That is an example in our country is the Goa. Really, that is a wonderful visit I have ever visited in any treatment plant. Example, plastic roads built using recycled plastic waste mixed with asphalt for improved durability. Eco bricks, non-recyclable plastic stuffed into waters to create building blocks for structures. Agricultural waste into paper, using crop residues such as sugarcane, bagases to produce paper. Wastewater to drinking water. Advanced filtration and reverse osmosis system to recycle wastewater. Food waste biorefiners, extracting protein, enzyme, and oils from the discarded food. Smart bins and AI system to sort and optimize waste for recycling. Advanced catalyst for recycling. Catalytic process for breaking down complex waste materials like mixed plastics. Microbial innovations using engineered microbes to digest waste and produce high value chemicals. Challenges in scaling waste to wealth innovations, high initial cost investment in technology and infrastructure, consumer behavior, lack of awareness or participation in recycling programs, quality control, ensuring ensuring recycled products meet market standards, regulatory barriers, inconsistent policies for waste management and resource recovery. It is waste management hierarchy, prevention, reduction, recycle, recovery, and disposal. Most preferred is the topmost, and the least is the bottom one. Next conclusion. So here you can see in the figure the most favored option, least favored option, and the wealth creation. Wealth creation is from reuse, recycling, and energy recovery from three sources. By viewing waste as a resource, we can unlock immense economic value while addressing critical environmental issues. Innovation in waste to wealth practices will pave the way for a sustainable and secure future for the generation to come. Encourage policy and regulatory support for waste to wealth initiatives. Invest in research and development for new waste to wealth technologies. Promote public education and awareness about the waste management, develop public-private partnership to support waste to wealth initiative. Nowadays, our government is moving toward the PPP. That is a public-private partnership, and many roads and many infrastructure programs are supported by this one. Is coming over the areas and very um, uh, much Indian pupils or Indian regulatory bodies are approaching to the PPP programs, and it is very good in our country, and we have seen good results from the PPP support. Uh, invest while we are lacking behind in the research and development technologies, and people are not much give the actual uh, mm, what you can say. We are not hesitant to say anything if there is a wrong has happening in our country. Researchers are not doing a good job or a job those researchers doing in the other countries. Either I don't know what will be the reason behind this one, but that is definitely that nowadays the government has cutted down. That's why the government has cutted down the research and development money. Instead of this one, they try to purchase the technologies available in the country and brought into the India. Now the government says we will not give much money for the R&D development. It is better to bring that technology uh, from the other country. Now the open task is open to ask the question. You can ask me the question.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. I am Professor
Good.
Ayub from Chennai.
Yes, 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 yes.
Sir, I am from basically AAA department. Today's your lecture really very nice, sir. It is mind blowing for us. So really thank you for attending this your valuable session for us. It is eye opening. So I am from AAA department. So nowadays we are going for several megawatt of solar panels. But
Yes.
to protect the PV cells, they are giving the tempered glass on the solar panels. Once the solar panel life is over after 20 years, how do you recycle that glasses, sir? Because in 2030 and 2015, there are two kind of waves are coming because of solar panels alone. How do we can manage that solar panels recycling? Otherwise, what we can do? Because we are using tempered glass to protect the PV cells on each solar panel.
Because the solar panel, one
সেটাও
thing I have
শুনলাম এটাও
just a,
বিষয় আগে explain কোন করা
just just a minute. I'll give the answer to Rishabh thing. So Rishabh, I understand your problem. One thing I have always think about the solar panel that when you are storing the energy in the batteries, and that batteries, if you put a battery in your house in a closed environment, you can see what is happening in that area. So when a large number of batteries has been used in storing such energy, then it will be a very big problem. Even nowadays, the government says we are moving towards the electric car system, where we have to use the battery system. So I don't think that it will be a successful story in the future, because it might be up to some extent it might be useful, but I think for the long purpose it will not suitable for our country. Yes, Abhishek, what do you want to ask, Abhishek?
Sir, we are from the organizing team.
Yes.
So if anyone from the participants, please, if you have any query, you can
Hello.
ask it to sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Yes,
So
evening.
this
yes,
is Rashmi. So we
yes,
are working on the plastic brick and plastic roof tiles, but
yes,
we are finding the problem in that plastic. It is not getting binded properly with the other material. Means while mixing it with other material after the melting it, we are finding the difficulty in mixing with the other material. So could you please give any suggestion for that process?
yes. It is a basic problem, especially related to the raw material or the where from we are taking the raw material. Because many times when you are making the bricks, raw material is not up to that extent that when you add something, it will when you use that brick, the compressive strength is very low, cracks will develop, and the shape is also changed. So it is a problem of raw material you are using in that one. You have to consult. Either in the department of civil engineering or where the research is going on, because such a same problem we have faced. Person has come to us and they says that we are a brick making person. We have a big plant in our area, and when we are using the soil, they become the crack, they become the mold, they become the change the shape, and they have very less compressive strength. So after finding the many we have discussed, and we have make uh, add many things in the that bricks, that after that the bricks become better and it take the original shape, but it need a, research. It needs a qualified person who is working in these areas. So you should consult the professors who are working in these areas before making all these things, because it is a very small thing. You just a small thing. You just consult and they will tell you what is the problem for that one. Yes, next question. Next question.
Hello,
Yes,
sir. Can you hear my voice?
yes, yes. I'm hearing you.
Sir, my name is Manish. Manish.
Yes, yes,
Sir, yeah, I think I went. I was present for whole of your session, sir.
yes. Thank you very
I
much.
think it's a eye opener for me, sir. I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah,
So I mean, a lot of case studies or these things which you have explained. I think
yes,
there's a lot of scope for us to probably work, implement lot of things which we see in and around our surroundings itself. So
yes,
there is a
yes,
lot of
yes,
scope for us to, I
yes.
mean, utilize the
Definitely.
waste in a good manner. So I
Yes,
think the educational institute should come forward in showing the path for the other organizations. Hats
yes,
off,
yes.
sir. I think commendable presentation, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Yes, next.
good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Really, this was a wonderful presentation, sir. Sir, I have one query that what
Yes.
measures can ensure that waste to wealth innovations do not create secondary pollution problems? Second thing is, although there are laws, environmental laws regarding this pollution management, etc., etc., but what I have seen that those laws have been not truly implemented at the ground level. Ground level. That is why this waste segregation on and other things are not taken into consideration seriously.
Thank you very much. Very good question. First question was on the, I just forget, on
What
the,
what measures can ensure that waste to wealth innovations do not create
yes, yes,
secondary pollution
yes, yes,
problems?
yes, yes, yeah. You know, your question is very good question. You know, pollution is an energy, so you cannot destroy this one. One thing should be very clear in mind, that you cannot finish this pollution. It is a type of energy, but you can reuse it or you can reduce it, or you change the one form to another form to come less pollution. But you cannot finish that one. One thing should be very clear in the mind. It is an energy. Second part is that answer is that just like we have laws, we have we have laws on the paper. Everything is available, but the lacking is from the pollution control board side. Just like an example I am giving you, I have not hesitated to say anything because I am become the senior most in the department, and nobody will. I am not what you can say have no problem to say anything. Uh, just like I'm running a few station air pollution control stations in our locality, in our three districts, and we are managing four districts for air pollution control device monitoring systems. When we come, just a few days back, Diwali has passed, and NCR region was very disturbed. The stable condition was there, and no mixing was taking place, and the pollution is very high level. You have seen 600, 700, even 1000 AQI is there in northern region. When we are giving the actual value, you know, the pollution control uh, managers or your pollution control directors, they stand up and says, no, we don't need the actual value. We need the value that we can say to the government, our region is safe. I say, why? He said,
Right,
no,
right,
no,
sir.
no. You cannot give the right figure. That is a problem, the basic problem in our system. So when I say I will try to give everything on which is coming up, he say, oh, okay, you can give. We will stop your funding. So some problem is there. That's why the real data in our country is very, very difficult nowadays due to the some corruption. But still, I have become not hopeless. But I hope that some people, not everyone, but some people are trying, and some people will do the best. And every person is not a corrupt person, but
Absolutely.
we have to overcome this one. I have given you the live example of myself.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much, sir. Thank you.
sir.
Okay,
Sohail, right, sir.
okay,
And
thank
thank
you.
you all the participants to their make the session so interactive. And it was a detailed discussion about the topic of waste wealth, path to a sustainable, secure future. We expect it definitely give us the immense informations that will definitely sustain the secure futures of the next generations. Hoping this, we conclude the first session, sir. Here from the Nighter Kolkata, once again we give a thanks and warm welcome to these sessions, and thank you, sir. Thank you all the
Okay,
participants.
thank you.
For the participants, kindly we have already shared the attendance link for the first session, so you can put that attendance over there. And the second session will start right now. We will not give any break between these two sessions, right? So we will carry the second part of the sessions. Dr. Devendra Chandra Barua, Professor Tezpur University, has joined with us already. So we will start very soon if we take the permission from sir. Devendra sir, please, can we start now?
Yes, please. Please, please.
Yes, yes, you can start, sir.
Uh, Sir, just a minute, just give 1 minute, just 1 minute, so that we can stop the record and restart the record, because we need to make a different file over there. Just 1 minute, sir.